Today on Short Film Focus, we take a look at how digital technology has affected the filmmaking process. So what do I mean when I say digital technology? Well, I'm talking about all the technological gadgets, the gizmos that we use to create our films. The cameras, the laptops that are powerful enough to edit 4K footage on the go, all of this technological equipment that we currently use to make our films. When I was an undergraduate student studying film, we shot on film, we shot on celluloid, and we sometimes had to wait days before we could see our dailies and figure out if we got the shots we needed. Nowadays, you can immediately see what you have on set. That ability to see what you've got right there and then on set may change the way you light a shot. It may change the performance. It may change the scene. It may change the story because it doesn't work as you're seeing it there and then. That is, I feel, the biggest change that we've seen with digital technology. You can see on a monitor right there and then on set exactly what you're getting, and you can figure out if you're happy with it right there and then. You no longer have to wait for dailies. These images are now immediately's, if that's even a word. They're right there, ready immediately for you to see what you've got so you can make a decision and move forward. But whether this is good or bad is up for debate. Many different people in Hollywood specifically hate digital and are still holding on to shooting on film. But there are many people that are championing digital. They are jumping on that train. They are moving forward with this technology and figuring out the best ways to use it. Now, for my needs, digital is the way to go. It allows me to be flexible. I can edit on the go. I can shoot very quickly. And this is not something I would have been able to do 10 odd years ago. But on the flip side, there are disadvantages to digital. You're sometimes sifting through masses of footage, trying to figure out what's good, what's bad, what you can use, what you can't use, what you shouldn't use. I think the biggest problem is that you've got all these shots and you can't figure out which one you should be using. You know, back in the days of film, you would try and limit yourself to 3 to 4 takes for a specific shot because you only had a finite amount of film that you could shoot, a specific amount of minutes. You'd have to shoot 3 or 4 takes of the specific shot and move on, whether you thought you had it or you didn't. I suppose that method taught you a discipline. You had to get it done in that specific time frame. And nowadays, I feel like digital potentially delays people because you're trying to perfect your lighting. You're not quite happy with the performance. Can you move that piece of hair out of her face? The list goes on and on. But at the end of the day, I think what it is that you have to realize is that this digital technology, these cameras, all of these different pieces of equipment, they're all just tools that fill the same purpose that an analog camera would have. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing. One thing has remained the same. It hasn't changed through all styles and forms, through analog and digital, and that is the story. If the story is strong, it doesn't matter what you use, what you shoot on, the film will be great. So at the end of the day, I think we have to realize that this camera, these laptops, all of this digital technology, these are just tools that you use to tell a story. So that concludes my thoughts on how digital technology has affected the filmmaking process. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts on how digital technology has affected your process in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you never miss out on a new video, and hit that bell icon so you get them notifications. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, which I will link below, and comment on these platforms, please. I want to hear from you about what type of content you want to see on the channel. And until next week, remember, it all starts with a story.